Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living. Thanks for coming today. Thanks for all those tuning in on our love stream this morning. It's hot, but all the cool people are in here, right? Right, that's right. Let's start off this beautiful day by singing.
You're going to sing along, right? The Spirit of God is upon me. Whoa. 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 I used to think that I had to. Used to think that I should. The preacher told me that I had to be good. Now I love because I want to. I love because I am free. Blinded by the Spirit, oh Lord. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me, yes it is. Whoa, the Spirit of God is upon me. Whoa, the Spirit of God is upon me. Whoa, I don't need any prodding, I don't need any law. I want to sing with all my heart. God is my one and all. Let go of the burdens. The love of God has made me free. I'm led by the Spirit, oh Lord. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. Loving God would be hard, but loving God is wonderful. Loving God is ecstasy. I thank God for my freedom. Let me tell you that the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me.
Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Steve Matthews, and I am very happy to have everybody here today. It's summertime. Summertime and the living is easy. Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us today, whether you're here in person or online. If you're on online, please be sure and tell us where you're watching from. We'd like to see and know where everybody is. And again, thank you for being here today. This center is a spiritual community where all are welcome. Our center teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among all religions. We honor all pathways by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness to make the world a better place as we manifest a world that works for everyone. I invite you to join me in sharing our center's spiritual purpose. We are an open, welcoming community celebrating our divinity, loving our humanity, and nurturing our journeys of spiritual discovery. Today, Reverend Cindy's message is called On Your Mark, Get Set, Go. And we are very blessed to have Dallas Brown here with us today with his music. So excited to see and welcome him. Myrna Hurst is our prayer practitioner today, and throughout the meeting, Audrey Gum will be holding high watch for us, making sure that she's holding us in prayer and that the best is happening for us as we're here today. By way of announcement, the first Sunday of every month is Community Visioning. It happens right after the service, so everyone is welcome. Please hang out for that in 2 weeks. Also, on August 22nd, put this on your calendar, there is a Zoom meeting. It's how to channel writing and creativity in poetry. And it's going to be by Leslie Reed. And so for more information, you can find that on www.spirituallyfree.com. Also, org. Thank you. Also, that's on the 22nd, and then on the 25th, we're going to have our celebration and party for Golda and Gordon Edelson, and that's going to be at 6 p.m., and it's going to be emceed by Reverend Cindy, and also Reverend Donald Graves will be here, and then he'll be speaking on Sunday following that. So we're looking forward to those events in August. Newcomers, we'd like to welcome any newcomers today. We've got information about the center on the concierge table in the hallway, but if you are willing, please raise your hand so that we can acknowledge you that are here today for the first time. Welcome. This is really an awesome place, so we're happy to share this with you. Thank you for coming. So yes. All right. Again, after the service, you're welcome to pick up a welcome packet. There's a Science of Mind magazine that is available. And any other information, please feel free to ask us questions. We're happy to help. Our center was grounded on and founded in prayer. Prayer helps us deal with the day-to-day issues and create positive experiences regardless of our circumstances. Our professional prayer practitioners are trained in the science of prayer and the art and science of prayer, and are happy to meet with you at any time in person, or if you have a particular issue that you'd like them to hold in their hearts for you during the week, there's also a box out in the hallway that you can put a prayer request in. The prayer practitioners can be identified by we have different stoles. Normally they're purple stoles. Myrna has a purple stole, and so, yeah, any questions, please feel free to ask us as well. Now I invite you to settle in, allow Myrna's reading and the centering music to take you to that sacred place within, and then she will lead us in prayer.
Good morning, isn't it? As you probably know, the Salt Lake Center uses a process of meditation called visioning. a way of tapping into divine mind as we consider the purpose and direction of this organization. Reverend Cindy hosts this community vision session the first Sunday of every month, right after the service. At this visioning, we ask the question, and this is a question, what is God's highest vision for the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living? We also have a visioning ministry, which meets once a month and asks similar questions. And the reason I'm telling you this is because the visioning ministry met just about a week ago to answer the question, what is the highest vision for personal and spiritual growth for the Salt Lake Center's congregation? That would be you. I want to share with you the words that came out of that because I think you'll find them meaningful. The personal and spiritual growth of our congregation begins with opening to new ideas and new ways of doing things. As Ernest Holmes said, we are open at the top, breathing in spiritual and physical growth. That is somewhat like climbing a ladder one rung at a time as we continue to grow. We are embarking on a new adventure which refreshes the century-old, quote, religious science, unquote, perspective. As we begin this new adventure, we see Spirit moving through all of us. Take a moment now to feel the energy in this room, to feel the joy that happens when you walk in the doors. The energy that we feel is God in expression, right here and right now. Each of us here is a part of that energy. Each of us is a part of this vision, just as each of us is on a path for our own spiritual and physical growth, climbing our personal ladders, and we are doing this together as one family. And so it is. Truly, we are one.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I can do. Used to think that God was the sun, God is the sun, and God so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator. To shine its light as you, as me. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I can do. All that I can do. Show me
Together as one, we go into prayer. I am so grateful for the feeling in this room and for all of you who contribute to this feeling in this room. I'm grateful for the technology that allows others to be here, in their jammies perhaps, from home. Please know that you are part of this feeling. I'm grateful for this philosophy and for all of those who are participating in this beautiful service today, for this space, for the picture of the Buddha at the back of the room that I get to put in my heart as we pray. And so we go inside, knowing that the divine is everywhere present, that universal power for good, that creative, masterful energy that works through each and all of us every moment, that we breathe in when we're here, and wherever we are. Sometimes more consciously, but always, always there. God in me, as each of us. This morning we bless this meeting, knowing that whatever brings you here, that in this center of Godness, each of us takes away something that benefits us during the week. This is so good. It is so good. And I simply allow it to be, as together we say, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Myrna. The theme this month, the freedom to be you. So how do we prove that we have freedom? You think about that. Freedom takes determination, some passion, intention, some boldness to feel and experience that freedom beyond our past experience. We step into something maybe that's unfamiliar, and that's how we prove it. We remember to remember, as Ricky Byers says in one of her songs. Remember to remember that we are, at our core, that freedom, love, and power expressing as God, and we can experience every new moment in freedom. So I invite you, let's sing about that. This is called All That I Need to Be Free.
By Rick Charette.
I'm a vagabond on a well-worn path of trials and tribulations. I've been blind to everything except what's wrong. I am caught between some heavy rocks and various hard places. I've been up to everything except the pain. Now my soul pushes through the din and darkness with an open heart and mind. I begin to see I am free to be all of me, because God has made me and God has given me all that I need to be free. I dance because I am joy. I love because I am light. I shine because I am the light. I fly because I am freedom. I know because I am wisdom. I rise because I am power. I give because my cup is full. I am free to be all of me because God has made me and God has given me all that I need to be free. I dance because I am joy. I love because I am love. I live because I am light. I shine because I am the light. I fly because I am free. I know because I am wisdom. I rise because I am power. I give because my cup is full. I am free to be all of me because God has made me and God has given me all that I need to be free. God has given me all that I need to be free.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for singing along. It's always my privilege to introduce the special music today. One of our most popular special requests, just all the time. Dallas Brown, all the time. Please. This is Dallas Brown, flute medicine. Say it with me. Dallas Brown, flutemedicine.com. Very good. Tons of great recordings, wonderful music to listen to, you're driving, certainly while you're meditating. This is extraordinary. The sound of the flute, he's got 100 flutes at least. He's sharing a brand new flute today. So let's welcome back the marvelous Dallas Brown.
So while he's coming up, I'd like to insert a comment. I bought his album that's out there, and my husband was out for a little while, so I was wanting to put on music without my headphones, so I put it on my player, and the first song came on, and I just started to cry. And I thought, I've got to find out what this piece is, and it was the heart chakra, right? The heart chakra. So this is very powerful music, and there was piano accompaniment, and I loved it. Anyway, it's just the most soothing, healing, uplifting music. If you haven't already acquired it, please do.
Chakra doctors.
Thank you, Dallas. You've done my job. Everybody's heart is open. So beautiful. Good morning. Wonderful to see you all here. It's cooling off in this room as we speak. So yes, you've heard that the theme this month is Freedom to Be You. And my crazy title for the talk, On Your Mark, Get Set, Go. I'll talk about that in a minute. First, I just want to say, if you walked into this room and you noticed a palpable energy of love, it's true. Last weekend, we had this amazing artist named Ricky Byers with us. And she brought it. Now, I want you to know a little message from Ricky that I wanted to say today is the first thing that she noticed was the feeling of love in this community. She could feel it the moment she walked through the doors. She also wanted you to know that she'll be back. So it was remarkable. For you that were here, I am so happy. If you missed it, you can look at our streaming of it on YouTube or go to our website, our Facebook page. It's there, so watch last week's service. The other thing that's happened that I don't want to miss is talking about our practitioners. We had a practitioner retreat yesterday. It's the first one that we've had since I've been your senior minister. I want you to know first and foremost that this practitioner core, is here to serve you. It's their calling. They have said yes. I also want you to know that Audrey in the silver stole is a practitioner emeritus. Over 30 years, she's been a practitioner. She's holding the high watch for us right now. Katie, one of our beautiful practitioners, has also reached emeritus status this year, and we will be honoring her within the community very soon. Yes, let's give them some love. They are here to hold the consciousness of this community. They are here to offer prayer after service. And I'm sorry, if you've got something going on and you're not utilizing that, you're missing out. It's a fast 5-minute prayer. It's available in the room across the hall there. You can also send in your prayer request, not just by writing something on the note, you can do it online. It's the basis of this community, you guys. I wanted to make sure you know that. The other thing that we do as practitioners is we are spiritual counselors. We have years of prerequisite classes to take, and then we enter into practitioner studies. So these people that have their stoles on that are practitioners, that are here for you, did it consciously. So I just wanted you to know that that is available to you. Ask a practitioner. Ask what it's all about. Okay, I'm going to move on from there. But I'm just full and overflowing from all the amazing events that have been happening around here lately. So back to on your mark, get set, go. When I think about that title, it actually gives me a great big grin because it reminds me of being a kid. Right? Not just on track and field, but when you're in the pool and you're about to race someone, right? Maybe it isn't even in school, but you love to run and you love to play with your friends, and you get yourself ready, and you get on your mark, and you get set, and you go. So how does that interweave with freedom to be you? That's a good question, and I'll answer it. First of all, the official meaning of on your mark, get set, go is on your mark is getting to your lane. Get to your lane. Getting set is getting into that starting position. We've all seen the Olympics when they have to have their hands right next to the line, perfectly set, to utilize every opportunity that they have to win. And then, of course, go, take off. That was my favorite part as a kid. Go. You get to run. You get to play. So, one thing about titles that come to me, Reverend Myrna, she said it very eloquently, visioning. That's how the titles come through me. And sometimes they come through me and I'm like, what does that mean? And I don't know sometimes. I really don't know. It's like the vision on our life. Sometimes we get a vision on something that we're meant to do, and you have no idea how that's going to happen, where that's going to happen, why. You just know that that's a calling on your life. So, on your mark, get set, go. And freedom. Again, in my youth, it meant something completely different to me. But now, in my spiritual life, I do know that it means that I get the freedom to be me. See, on your mark means I've gotten to my lane. On your mark means that I've prepared my consciousness. On your mark means I've done my work. On your mark means I've practiced my practices. On your mark means sometimes that practice is very quiet so that I could listen for what mine is to do. On your mark is everything. I'm going to explain a little bit more about when you don't get on your mark and you go anyway, what happens. It's not pretty. Right, so we've done the prep work on your mark. I do want to say this, that coming to a place like this helps you get on your mark. How so? First of all, our practitioners know the brilliance of you. They see the true you. They know the magnificence of you. They see the light of you, even when other things might be happening in your life and you don't see it for yourself. So, now that we're on our mark, it means that we get set. And we know that's getting into the blocks, getting into that ready position, getting yourself ready physically and mentally, poised to act when that whistle blows, the flag drops, or the starting gun shoots. So getting set. So now that you have done the prep work, now that you've done that work, and you've caught that vision of your life, you're now ready to step into your fullness. You're ready for the go. Getting set is giving yourself every opportunity by having had the discipline of getting ready. Getting set to answer the call on your life, whether it's a career choice, whether it's stepping out of a career and into something different, whether it's stepping out of a career and helping an aging parent or a friend, whether it's stepping out of yourself and doing outreach to other communities. It can be a multitude of things, you guys. It could be as simple as being kind when you're driving, or holding a door open for someone that looks like they need a little help. That's the getting set that I'm speaking of. So, since my friend is in the room, my friend Victor, sorry to point you out. Victor and I rode AIDS Life Cycle together many years ago. And I've spoken about doing the ride. And one thing I want you to know is my intention, in fact, I can even connect this. My intention in grade school to race or swim against another wasn't always to be the first one. It was to have fun. It was to make connections with my friends. So that's the same thing that happens at AIDS Life Cycle. I wasn't there to be the first into camp, which Victor and I know would never happen. We were slow, but we were steady, and we'd make it to camp anyway, whenever it was time for us to make it to camp. But I wasn't there to win. I was there because I was drawn to be there. It was a calling on my life. So here's how it goes for preparing. Raj, why don't you put up that first picture? I brought a couple pictures. There I am. Yep, I'm smiling really big because I'm almost to camp. The way it works for this ride is it's not about that week, although it is about the week because we raise millions of dollars for AIDS research, awareness, programs that's needed and necessary for so many people around this planet. That's why I'm there. But in order for me to capture the essence of what we call the love bubble, I must prepare myself properly. So I start 7 months before the ride. We start doing training rides. We do a ride that's 20 miles. And we're like, woohoo, we did it. Next week, it's 25 miles. The next week, they trick you, and it's 35 miles. And it keeps going up and up and up until we get to a training ride that is 100 miles. I'll never forget the first time I accomplished that. It felt pretty good to do that. But here's the thing. I was devoted and I was dedicated to doing this ride. I was devoted and dedicated not to be fast. I was devoted and dedicated to connect with people, to do something in a community that was so much bigger than just the small me. Because when you put everybody's energy and love together, man, can you change the world. So, we know what the go part is. We get to take off, right? So here's what happens. I rode my bike 4 times from San Francisco to LA, and twice I was a roadie. There's all kinds of different positions as a roadie. I was on the road crew. There's positions like taking care of camp. They break down and put up a camp every day that supports over 3,000 people. It's amazing. It's a small army of volunteers. I was the volunteer that was on the road, which meant that I drove with a partner and we watched out for the riders. if someone had a piece of equipment that broke down, or they were having a meltdown, or they needed something, we were there on the road to help them. Pick them up if they needed to be picked up. So as a roadie, this is what I witnessed for the people that, yeah, they were called to do it, but they didn't do the prep work. They didn't get themselves physically ready, emotionally ready, and this is what I'd see. I've even seen it on day one, like within the first 10 miles, of people wearing, instead of riding shoes, Van tennis shoes and flat pedals, and they're already on the side of the road crying because they're like, I didn't realize. I didn't realize what it's going to take. I didn't realize that this would be challenging because they could ride a bike. They had fun riding a bike, but they had no idea what it takes to do something like ride a bike for 7 days. And what I saw was a lot of frustration and physical pain sometimes. So I can take that and recognize that in my life, when I've been frustrated and in pain, that perhaps there's more preparation that needs to be done. And in the spiritual life, maybe it's more meditation. Maybe it's more prayer. Maybe it's more service. Maybe it's more generosity. Maybe it's more study. Whatever it is, these are the things that get us ready so that we can actually go. So, again, as a child, nothing was more exciting than getting ready to go, getting on my mark, and hearing that final word go so that I could swim, I could run, I could play. And I just want to just take a moment to just have you connect with that inner child of how good that feels. Because it's that vibration. It is that place and space that creates whatever's next in your life. It can carry you to these things. Now, I know there's people sitting in this room that are retired. And you're just like, I'm good, I'm great, I have what I need. And yet, there might be a knocking on your heart. Maybe it's showing up for little ones and reading to them. Or helping your fellow retirees in their life by doing a shopping for them or connecting with them, picking them up if they don't drive. But there's always something that is calling us next, even if. So I'm sure Brenna's watching. Hi, my love. Bren's ready to retire. She's been nursing for over 40 years. It's been a calling on her life. It was the only thing she ever wanted to do as a kid was be a nurse. And she's ready to not be a nurse anymore. But there's another calling for her. And it has to do with animals. So even someone that has dedicated their whole life to what they were meant to do, what they were pulled to do, what they had to do, there's always something else. I've had many callings. And I have no doubt that I'll have callings in different ways as I keep going in my life. So with this new paradigm of on your mark, get set, go, I'm always going to be in that stance of opportunity so that I can answer the calls on my life. Hey, Raj, why don't you put up that other slide? So this is what it looks like when you get to the end of the finish line. Right? So that's my friend Nick behind me. And Nick broke his shoulder, maybe it was a couple of months before the ride. And Nick rode a regular bike. And Nick didn't want to miss the ride and had a call to be on this ride. So what did he do? He borrowed this recumbent bike that he's on behind me and made it every mile with me. So, for those of us that prepared for the ride that week, there's nothing quite like it. You make friends for life. It's a new family, it's a new community. And I just connected that because I've prepared for my life, that I get to be your senior minister. So whatever it is that's calling you, prepare. You don't have to know how it's going to totally outpicture. I had no idea that I'd be here in Salt Lake City, away from my beloved California. But look at all the beloveds I have in this room. So I'm still the kind of person that wants to have fun. It's not about winning. I'm still the kind of person that wants to connect with people, and that's carried me through. I'm still the kind of person that even if it's a challenging moment, like a 110-mile day, that's day 2 of the ride, 110 miles, yes, in one day, that I enjoy every minute of it, talking to my friends, pedaling that bike, doing the best that I can do. My question for you in this room, and for our beautiful love streamers that are online with us, is what's knocking on your heart to do? And are you ready? Are you prepared to get on your mark, get set, go? Let's pray. As we settle in and allow our eyes to close and the chair to support us, I ask that you take in a nice, deep, and slow breath. And I always start off with gratitude. Grateful for this community, grateful for this building that supports us and cools us and heats us and keeps us dry. Grateful for this warm day for summer. Grateful for a philosophy that includes everybody. Grateful for a philosophy that doesn't ask you to check your wisdom at the door, but allows you to come in fully you, fully free you. And I'm grateful for life, for breath. Grateful to know that there is but one power, one presence. My friends, it doesn't matter what you call it. Whether you call it God or Buddha Allah, Jehovah, Hashem, the way, universe, the force, divine mind, creator, Lord, matrix. So many names and so many faces, and yet just one. That one that connects us all, that one that is in us all, that one that is everywhere, all the time, ever present and never absent. That one that is in each cloud and every bird and every tree, every leaf, every bloom, every blossom. That one that is in every beautiful divine invention, piece of technology that connects us when we can't be in the same room. We get to be in the same room, in the same beautiful vibrational field together. It doesn't matter how many miles apart. Because this divine one, this oneness, downloaded this idea into such a beautiful way for it to outpicture. Downloads it as me, through my mind, through my ideas, through my visions. And I know this truth for each of you in this room and online. Those ideas that come in are that of the one. So if we really know there's only one, there's only oneness, there's never a thought that you have that isn't connected to that power and presence. It is that of the one. So therefore, we get to just accept it and know that we are one and the same with the one. We are the divine expression of power and presence. We are a way that God, Buddha, Allah gets to express itself through our hands, our steps, our voice, our life, all that we do, all that we create, all that we are. So knowing the truth of us, I claim and know for my beloveds in this room that are looking for some kind of healing, change to occur. Whether it's through your finances, your relationships, your health. Whether it's for your loved ones, your friends, your family, your beloveds. That in this oneness, in this place of power, I know that the universe, that God, Spirit, wants only the best for our lives. And that the answer is always yes. You are free to be you, yes. You're never alone. Yes, I am here for you. This community is here for you. So whatever is on your heart today, please say it out loud, softly, your name first, and then the name of people, beloveds, that need a prayer today. Cindy. So as you keep saying these names, know that your prayer is my prayer. Know that your prayer is our prayer. Know that this beautiful field of prayer that we have created today is fully prepared for these seeds to be planted and bloom now. Not a month from now, not a year from now. The answer is yes. Yes. And yes. So I am thankful. I am grateful for answered prayer. I am grateful that before I even started this prayer, the answer was yes. I'm grateful for everybody that stepped foot through this room to have their prayers answered now. So I release it, surrender it, let it go into the law. These spiritual laws that we study in this place and space, knowing that they only work 100% of the time. So on this human level, we get to just release it, let go of the wheel, and let Spirit, God, Buddha, do all the time in a special way, even sometimes not even recognizing answered prayer, because it's much brighter and bigger than we ever expected. So as we release this prayer, I ask you to take a deep breath again. As we say, and so it is, Amen, Ashe.
I am so blessed.
So as
I
the
am so blessed.
ushers are getting ready, getting prepared,
I am so
get your offerings ready. Now,
for all
this is an opportunity to practice one of our practices.
I am
This is an opportunity to circulate your good in the way of finances.
so great.
For those of you that give automatically online, thank you. Thank you, thank you. For those of you that are giving right now in this room, I am so grateful. As these baskets come around, I want you to know that we can only get that which we give. We have to let go of what's in our hands so that we can have our hands open to receive. So this is that time right now. And we are so blessed to have this community come together in this way. I do want to say something also about giving, and that is because you give, we get to be in a beautiful space like this. Because you give, we get to have beautiful speakers and musicians at the center, including people like Ricky Byers. So thank you for giving so that we could have this wonderful community. Okay, so as the ushers are here, I ask that you outstretch your heart through your hands toward the baskets and just repeat after me. I am so blessed. We are so blessed. We are grateful for every dollar that is given, knowing it returns multiplied abundantly. We are so blessed. Thank you, Gail and Nancy. Thank you.
All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me.
Let's hear some more Dallas Brown flute medicine. Let's stand together and sing our closing song. Remember our dear practitioners available to you right after service, just across the hall. As Reverend Cindy said, a quick 5-minute prayers does wonders for the week and the day and the moment. Yes. Let's sing together. Celebrate this day.